What is up, y'all? Welcome to flight number 002 for this channel. You guys can see all our flight plan details there on the top of the screen by the cursor. Okay, I'll scroll through them again. If you want to later, you can pause the video and enter these all in yourself to fly the same flight. It is early in the morning here, 5:30 local time. We're gonna fly from KLAS McCarran International to KGJT Grand Junction Regional in Grand Junction, Colorado. We're going to do this as a technically a night flight because it is dark, just because I need the night flying hour experience. Plus, the views coming out of Vegas in the dark are a lot better than the views coming out of Vegas in the daylight. So that's what we are going to do. There it is, KLAS McCarran International. And our lonely little Allegiant Airbus. Cold and dark, folks. So let's go ahead and jump in the plane. The very first thing I always do when I come in here is I turn on the batteries. Now our co-pilot is going to automatically call into ATC, so.
Clearance delivery Allegiant 112 tree ready to copy IFR clearance to Grand Junction.
Allegiant 112 tree is cleared to Grand Junction Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 26 right, climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Departure frequency is 133.905, squawk 7012.
Allegiant 112 tree cleared to Grand Junction Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 26 right, climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Departure on 133.905, squawk 7012.
You can hear that APU start up in the back.
Is correct. Contact ground on 127.9er when ready to taxi. Good day.
You can really hear that APU come on. And we're going to hear the packs activate once we hit the bleed here. That high-pitched whine. That's our packs. Alright, so because the aircraft is starting up here, we're going to go ahead and turn on a couple of lights just to let people know, hey, this aircraft is active. Wing and logo, our nav lights, our beacon, things like that. Go ahead and activate those. Strobes are on auto, they'll kick on when they need to. While we are fiddling around here, we're going to go ahead and get our jetway connected.
Ground Allegiant 112 tree, could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
Allegiant 112 tree, the jetway is going to be connected.
We're also going to get our baggage.
Ground Allegiant 112 tree, could you please send the baggage?
Allegiant 112 tree baggage is on the way.
And we'll get our refreshments and catering service.
Ground Allegiant 112 tree, could you please send the catering truck?
Allegiant 112 tree, the catering truck is on the road.
So they'll go ahead and get that process all started up. You can see the baggage truck coming in. The conveyors going up to the aircraft there. The catering truck is down over here. The catering truck is interesting. This whole shipping container, see how it just lifts up? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Our master safety switch did engage because we got some doors popped open. That's fine. Let me turn some lights on in here. Brighten this up some. The overhead lights are already on. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Let's take a look at our MCDU. The perf page, the only thing I'm going to change in here is I'm going to put in that we are going to take off with our flaps at 1. I don't know anything else to change in there. I'm going to take a look at our flight plan. And what I'm looking at is the flight level restrictions along this side. Seven 140 223 355 390 by Virkin. And then immediately start coming down. I understand. Wow. Runway 11 is going to be at 4,870 feet. That's when we get there. Alright. There's not much left to do here other than wait for passengers to board. Looks like our catering and baggage are done. In real time, we would have to wait for those passengers to be finished boarding. Well, we're going to go ahead and do those. We're going to activate all 6 fuel pumps. Go ahead and call for the jetway to be disconnected.
Rhonda Legion 112 Tree, could you please disconnect the jetway from the aircraft?
There you go. Jetway's disconnected, pulling away. I just want to check real quick what was the what was the 10,000 flight restriction. Okay. Elevation or flight level 10,000. We're gonna go to. Come on. All right, and looks like we are ready for pushback. Let's just take a look at where we are real quick. Okay, we're gonna push back towards the left wing.
Rhonda Legion 112 Tree requesting pushback.
Allegiant 112 Tree, pushback request
We can
accepted.
go ahead and set our engine mode to ignition start. I'm going to disengage my parking brake now. Parking brake is off. And as soon as I feel the aircraft start to move here, there we go. I'm gonna fire up engine 1. And I'm gonna steer to left.
Ground Allegiant 112 tree requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the left.
Allegiant 112 tree, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Ground Allegiant 112 tree requesting the end of pushback.
Looks like our engine is spooling up well.
To end pushback received.
Ground Allegiant 112 tree with mic ready to taxi IFR.
Allegiant 112 tree taxi to and hold short of runway 26 right via taxiway Charlie Bravo.
We're gonna go ahead and start engine 2 as well.
When ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 26 right via taxiway Charlie Bravo Allegiant 112 tree.
That's our full taxi clearance. So yeah, as you can see, the co-pilot usually has them stop pushback too early. But Aer Lingus just spawned in right there. Like, what are you doing, Shamrock? Weird. Now that we've got our engines on, we're gonna go ahead and turn on our landing lights. We're also gonna activate our taxi light because we are gonna taxi. And parking brake off. Engine up. Let's go ahead and begin our taxi. A couple of things though that I didn't do. 2 lights that should be on for sure. It's the no smoking sign and the seatbelt sign. We can go ahead and shut down that APU and the APU bleed. Since our engines are on, we'll use engine bleed. That way is the strip. You can't see it so well. It's hidden behind the airport there. We are going to take off that direction though. Might be able to catch a glimpse of it. Just gonna hold short of runway 26R here. Come on.
Las Vegas Tower Allegiant 112 tree at runway 26 right, ready for departure IFR to Grand Junction.
Allegiant 112 tree altimeter 29.68 wind 189er at 8.
We're gonna change this nose light to takeoff. I'm gonna activate our
Cleared for
runway
takeoff
turnoff.
runway 26 right Allegiant 112 tree.
And we're gonna double check what he said the barrow setting should be. 2968. Two niner 68. There we go. We do need to set our flaps to the first position, and we'll go ahead and arm our speed brakes just in case we have a problem on takeoff, and we're going to do max auto brake as well for the same reason. Alrighty, let's get up here and get lined up. Gotta wait to the green line before we can kick up our throttle. Alrighty, folks. Buckle up, here we go. Airspeed's alive. It's 100 knots. That's V1. Rotate. Positive rate, gear is up. Throttle to the climb detent. Autopilot 1 active.
Going
Flaps
to
are
1
up.
tree decimal 905 Allegiant 112 tree. Las Vegas departure Allegiant 112 tree is passing 3,100 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
Allegiant 112 tree Las Vegas
Right
departure
in
altimeter
there.
29.68 continue to lead on the best.
There's the strip. We started losing some airspeed there pretty bad. Should have hand flew that a little better. There goes the strip, folks. And that is with the downloaded scenery pack. Las Vegas at night. I think the problem there was, folks, I had my throttle in the climb detent, which automatically pulls it down in some thrust, and then I also went flaps up. I should have kept the flaps down a little longer. But we didn't crash. No one was hurt. We didn't crash. We're good to go. Beautiful scenery. Look at the strip. We're probably going to be asked to continue to climb here in a minute. So lights are turning off. I think that's because the sun's coming up.
Allegiant 112 tree climb and maintain flight level 230. Keep speed not above 230 knots.
Flight level 230, they say.
Climb and maintain flight level 230. Keep speed not above 230 knots. Allegiant 112 tree.
No, maybe it wasn't the sun coming up. Maybe it was just that I wasn't flying over it. Who knows? Beautiful Las Vegas, folks. You can see this area over here is the strip. This area over here is Fremont Street.
124.625 Allegiant 112 tree. Los Angeles Center Allegiant 112 tree is passing 11,400 feet, climbing flight level 230.
Allegiant 112 tree, Los Angeles Center altimeter 29.
I-15 coming around here. Goes to the south that way. And the north this way. This is Nellis Air Force Base here, otherwise known as Area 51. So yeah, you do fly right over the top of it. If you had a military plane, you could probably land there. But a commercial jetliner, yeah, probably not. Probably not. Area 51, right below us, guys. So by the time we land, we might have actual daylight. Not 100% sure. Wasn't what I wanted. Let's go ahead and get rid of that for a minute. We also did not start the clock again. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. We are well over 10,000 at this point, so we're going to go ahead and shut down our landing lights. We're going to turn off the runway turn-off light. We're going to shut down the nose cone lights. We're going to go ahead and leave the nav and logos on, the wing lights on, and the beacon lights on. Actually, the beacon can shut off. Beacon's only needed when you're on the ground moving. we can turn the wing lights off. There we go. We've got strobes and nav and logo turned on. Also, because we're over 10,000, we can go ahead and remove the seatbelt light. Passengers can get up and move around if they need to, want to,
124.2 for Allegiant
whatever.
112 tree. Los Angeles Center Allegiant 112 tree is passing flight level 230, planning flight level 230.
Allegiant 112 tree, Los Angeles Center, continues GIDGT as planned.
Gotta remember to put that engine mode selector back into normal.
Allegiant 112 tree, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Flight level 310.
Climb and maintain flight level 310 Allegiant 112 tree.
Up we go. Really, there's nothing to see up these windows. I did not realize it was gonna be this dark of a flight, you guys. Look at all of Las Vegas back there just lit up. That whole area. Just a glowing. Go Bay, I bet that's Lake Mead. Let's go ahead and zoom out our ND range. And I think I can leave this just like that. We can go to standard on our barrel. I think if I leave this just like that, you guys will be able to see as much as you can actually see on this flight. Yeah, you've got your instruments, your ND, and your flight indicator there. Just go ahead and let this progress as it progresses.
FedEx 1440 descend and maintain flight level 270.
Once we get clearance to go to our actual cruising altitude, I'm probably going to take a little lav break. Real time right now is 0600 hours, and I live in Grand Junction, which is where we're flying to, so we might get to see a sunrise on this flight.
FedEx 1440 descend and maintain flight level 250.
Need to climb about another 1,000 feet here.
Descend and maintain flight level 250 FedEx 1440. Allegiant 112 tree climb and maintain flight level 390.
There it is. That's going to be our
Climb and
cruising
maintain flight level
altitude.
390 Allegiant 112 tree.
and that's going to be my cue to go ahead and take a little lav break. But I'm going to leave you guys with some nice music. Hopefully you can hear that. We'll check on the replay, I guess. Alright, first officer. Your aircraft. I'll be back. Alrighty, nice little smooth jazz feel. I love it. Turn it down just a little. Just let it run kind of in the background there. Let's take a look around. Ooh, stars. Ooh, pretty. Like we have achieved our cruising altitude. Nice tailwind blowing us, so we'll save some fuel that way. Maybe. Nothing at all to see. Oh, there's a highway down there. Could very well be I-70. As hopefully when we get in to KGJT, I can give you an appropriate ILS approach. I know in the last video we tried to do an RNAV into Queenstown, New Zealand, and it didn't work out for us. Did not work out at all. None of these buttons on the clock work. Great. Just kind of let the aircraft do its thing for a little while here. Yeah. We will follow air traffic control direction as far as when to begin our descent. Let's go ahead and look at a chart here. For KGJT. On our approach. Yeah, we gotta be at 8,200 by Loma, 6,700 by Ginny. Not so bad. Mm-hmm. Yep. Looks good to me.
Allegiant 112 contact Salt Lake Center on 125.
Contact Salt Lake Center.
Good day.
Going to 125.57 Allegiant 112 tree. Salt Lake Center Allegiant 112 tree flight level tree 90.
Allegiant 112 tree Salt Lake Center. Continue to prompt as planned.
I'm just working on some stuff over here while you guys are enjoying the calm scenery. I know there's not much to look at. I apologize. This is what happens when you fly at night, folks. We will get that ILS approach in, though.
Allegiant 1123 contact Salt Lake Center on 133.6. Good day.
Okay.
Going to 133.6 Allegiant.
Every once in a while, guys, I gotta reach over here and just kind of
Salt Lake Center Allegiant 112 tree flight level
touch
tree
something.
90.
Allegiant 112 Salt Lake Center. Continue as planned.
Because if I don't, then the aircraft gets a little grumpy with me. Like the Xbox will try to turn off my controller and stuff if I don't touch it once in a while, so.
Southwest 2307 descent and maintain flight level 350.
Mm-hmm.
Allegiant 112 contact Salt Lake Center on 133.9er. Good day.
133.9er for Allegiant 112 Salt Lake Center Allegiant 112 flight level 390.
Allegiant 112 Salt Lake Center. Continue to check as planned.
All right. We should be getting pretty close here, guys. 135 miles. Look at that sun starting to come up. We'll go ahead and stop the music. And take a look at what we can see, which is not much. Still not much. Get that sun just starting to peak over there, though. We might get a good glimpse of it before we wind up landing. You know, full sunrise might be in the next 30-40 minutes.
Allegiant 112 descend and maintain flight level 330.
There's our first descent, 330.
Descend and maintain flight level 330 Allegiant 112
Here we go. It's a shame you guys can't see the mountains and stuff here. We needed this nighttime flying. Hopefully this is going to count as nighttime hours. But even if it counts during daytime, that's fine. We need to build up our hours anyway. Junction Regional Airport. That's my hometown. 112 miles. Getting close, you can see down here, this blue number is our actual number that we wanted.
Allegiant 112 tree descend and maintain flight level 190.
Right?
Descend and maintain flight level 190 Allegiant 112 tree.
190, he says. Something wonky going on with my autopilot, I think. 190. Here we go. We're gonna zoom this Indy in. Oops. Some. We're at the 40-mile range. I wonder. Could even go to the 20 at this point. Seeing some water. I'm wondering if that's a river or a lake. I'm not sure. Right up over there. Not sure what that is.
Allegiant 112 tree contact Salt Lake Center on 125.575. Good day.
Inside of 100 miles here.
125.575 for Allegiant 112 tree. Salt Lake Center Allegiant 112 tree is at flight level 305, descending flight level 190.
Allegiant 112 tree Salt Lake Center. Continue to check as planned. Allegiant 112 tree contact Denver Center on 127.
There we go. Denver Center's way better than Salt Lake. I'm like, I don't know why we're dealing with Salt Lake still.
127.55 Allegiant 112 tree. Denver Center Allegiant 112 tree is passing flight level 295, descending flight level 190.
Allegiant 112 tree Denver Center. Continue as planned.
Continue as planned, he says. Okay. Looks like we're gonna do some kind of weird turn in type of deal. Not exactly sure. We'll see when we get there. Probably has to do with terrain that we're gonna have to avoid. Wow. I don't know why it interferes with the autopilot when I'm doing stuff like that. But for whatever reason it does. I don't know what this is. This is a little town or something up here. Maybe like Glade Park or something. I'm not exactly certain where I am without being able to see very well. Definitely looks like a small community. It's interesting when you're flying at night and you're never really sure where you are. What exactly might be actually going on, things like that. It's tough.
Allegiant 112 tree, you are 65 miles southwest. Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 11 approach via Zuxo transition. Clear to Zuxo. Allegiant 112 tree, descend and maintain 8,200 feet.
Descend and maintain 8,200 feet. Expect ILS runway 11 approach via Zuxo transition. Clear to Zuxo, Allegiant 112 tree.
8,200. You got it.
Southwest 439er, you are 600 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and Allegiant 112 tree, contact Denver Center on 1 tree for decimal 5. Good day.
Going to 1 tree for decimal 5, Allegiant 112 tree. Denver Center, Allegiant 112 tree.
Look at
is
that
at flight level
sky.
205, descending 8,200 feet.
Allegiant 112 tree, Denver Center. Continue to Zuxo as planned.
I wonder whether they have me on with Denver Center and not with TJ Regional. I find that very interesting. I wonder if we can get a META report and actually be able to put in some information for our approach. Green River, Mac Mesa, KGJT, that's the one we want. There we go. Looks like we have some info. So let's go ahead and pull up our perf page. And we're gonna go to the approach. We have winds 130 at 09. That's 130
Generic 805,
at
descend and maintain flight level 320.
09er. It goes on the mag wind. We have the altimeter should be set to 2961, 2961. 29er.
Generic 805, descend and maintain
61.
flight level 320.
We get 07 degrees for temperature. 07.
Delta 1281, descend and maintain flight level 360.
I think that's it. think that's all I can put in there.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 60 Delta 1281.
So we can close that METAR now. About 40 miles out. Go ahead and move this down to 10 miles in the ND. Make sure our speed brakes are in the armed position, just in case we need them. And we're going to be passing under 10,000 feet very shortly. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the seatbelt sign. And I'm going to turn on my landing lights. I'm also going to make sure my wing lights are on at this point.
Generic 805, descend and maintain flight level tree 20.
Looks like we have some terrain on our right side. Oh yeah, there's something there. Goodness.
Generic 805, descend and maintain flight level tree 20.
Not sure what's happening. Why are we making a crazy turn there? I think we're just trying to avoid
Generic 805, descend and
the
maintain
terrain.
flight level tree 20.
That was interesting. Sometimes I just don't understand what's going on with the aircraft, and it's just doing stuff. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing there?
Generic 805, descend and maintain flight level tree 20.
Pretty sure we're overspeeding right now. I think we're supposed to be staying 230 or lower. There we go. Now we're losing some speed. Now we're losing some speed. Be coming up over Mac Mesa here pretty soon. I can see runway lights from here. Just barely though. And we are not in a position to be lined up at all. But I know that we've got a turn or two to make before we're actually lined up here. I am going to go ahead and drop flaps 1. It is the runway over there, 20 miles out. We've already been told we can expect the ILS, but since we're not really lined up for it yet, I haven't turned it on yet. Now we're being asked to contact for approach.
Denver approach Allegiant 112 tree 8,200 feet.
Allegiant 112 tree, Denver approach altimeter 29.50. Continue as planned.
2950. There we go. Let's go ahead and get our ILS turned on. We are still under the glide slope, which is good. See this, there's a magenta diamond up here, and a magenta diamond over here. When we get this magenta diamond here to line up with this line, we're gonna activate the localizer button, and when this magenta diamond gets to this yellow line, we'll activate the approach button.
Allegiant 112 tree, you are 18 miles northwest of Grand Junction. Contact Grand Junction Tower on 118.1 when inbound on the approach.
So this turn should get us lined up with the localizer. Which this is the loc mode.
Grand
Localizer
Junction Tower,
button.
Allegiant 112 tree 18 miles northwest inbound ILS runway 11 approach.
Allegiant 112 tree, Grand Junction Tower. Altimeter 29.52 wind 120 and 9er. Cleared ILS runway 11 approach.
Cleared ILS runway 11 approach Allegiant 112 tree.
2. 52. There we go. We're just waiting for those diamonds to line up now. We've almost got the localizer. Yeah, looks like that's breached. I'm going to go ahead and activate the localizer mode. And I'm going to go flaps to the next level. Looks like we're just about to capture the approach as well. Got it. We go flaps 3. Got that. We've got the runway in sight. I'm going to go ahead and drop our gear. I'm going to turn off the terrain here. Since our gear is down, we're also going to go ahead and activate our auto brakes. Activate them on medium.
2,500.
2,500. Getting pretty close here. I'm going to go ahead and engage my last position on the flaps. This is going to allow us to be as slow as possible, following this ILS and keeping our lift as long as possible.
Allegiant 112 tree, wind 120 at Niner. Clear to land runway 11.
Clear to land. That's what we wanted.
Clear to land runway 11 Allegiant 112 tree.
We got all our landing lights on. I'm going to go ahead and start the APU. We do have a pretty rough crosswind coming in there. 120 at 09er, so it's not a fast crosswind, but it does exist. I'm gonna go ahead and take control of the aircraft in just a moment here. We're too high.
300.
No, we're too low.
200. 100.
Too fast.
60. 50.
Come on.
40. 30. 20. Retard drive.
Oof. That was rough. Full reverse.
Allegiant
Idle.
112 tree, turn next taxiway.
Alright, guys. Not the worst landing I've ever had. Also not the best. We're gonna get off of this runway and stop at this pull-off point.
Allegiant 112 tree, turn next taxiway.
I'm turning.
Allegiant 112 tree, contact ground on 121.7.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here for a second.
Allegiant 112 tree.
Alright, we need to make sure we've got our taxi light on. And we're gonna activate our AP bleed. a hold of Grand Junction ground and request taxi to the gate.
Grand Junction ground Allegiant 112 tree taxi to the gate.
Allegiant 112 tree taxi to gate tree 0 via taxiway Alpha.
Taxiing to gate tree 0 via taxiway Alpha Allegiant 112 tree.
And go ahead and taxi it on in. Gate 30. So we're gonna park. We can go a little faster. Alright guys, we will taxi this bird up, park her at gate 30, we'll go ahead and deplane our passengers. Yo, ground truck. Get out of the way. I'm taxiing here. I'm gonna run you over. I'm just gonna run you over. Okay? Alright. We just ran him over. He's fine. See no reason to go all the way around. And we can turn right here. Passengers probably didn't like that turn very much. That was rough. My bad. My bad. Let's see if we can get a marshaller in here to line us up. There he is. No? No, he's not. I lied. He's not there. That's good enough. Go ahead and idle down. And we've already got our APU on, so we can go ahead and shut off our engines. We can clean up our flaps. Ah, there we go, total flight time. 57 minutes and 50 seconds. They're going to give us 45 minutes night and 12 day with a nighttime takeoff and a daytime landing. Not bad. Not bad, folks. We do need to clean up our flaps. Need to turn off our speed brakes. Not armed. Come on. Just 0. That's better. Okay. We can go ahead and connect to the external power that is available here. We're going to shut off our APU bleed because we have external power. Actually, that really slows down a lot of our this is all taxiing information. No, we need ground services. We need baggage.
Grand Junction ground Allegiant 112 tree. Could you please send the baggage?
Allegiant 112 tree baggage is on the way.
And we need the jetway.
Grand Junction ground Allegiant 112 tree. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
Allegiant 112 tree, the jetway is going to be connected.
And we need our catering service.
Grand Junction ground Allegiant 112 tree. Could you please send the
Jetway's
catering
gonna
truck?
set off our master.
Allegiant 112 tree, the catering truck is on the road.
Oh, shoot. We can turn off all our crazy lights now that we've blinded everyone. Alright, jetway's connected, so we can turn seatbelts off. Never did turn the beacon back on like we should have. Oops. I'm gonna just go ahead and shut off all these lights. Normally we would sit and wait for passengers to disembark. However, we're not going to do that today. We're going to go ahead and disconnect the APU, or stop the APU bleed, shut off the APU itself, unhook from external power, and turn off the batteries. And now that our APU is off, everything's shut off. The aircraft is cold and dark. We can disembark via the jetway. Thanks so much for participating in our flight today, guys. That was Las Vegas, KLAS Las Vegas McCarran International to KGJT Grand Junction Regional in Western Colorado. Thanks so much for your time today, folks. I appreciate y'all. Give us a like and a sub if you enjoyed it. And if not, well, there's lots of other things to watch on the internet. Thanks very much, y'all. God bless. And good night.